Whispers spread through Laban's house. Jacob's flocks were growing, Laban's sons were jealous, and Laban's face was no longer friendly. So Jacob gathered his family to leave. But as they prepared to go, Rachel slipped into her father's tent and took the household gods. They were not mere souvenirs. They were the tokens of another loyalty, the presence of other Elohim inside the covenant family. While Laban was away shearing his sheep, Jacob set his wives and children on camels, drove his herds, and fled toward the land of promise. But Laban pursued, and at night God came to Laban the Aramean in a dream. Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad. Power restrained, anger bridled, divine protection in exile. When Laban overtook them, he searched the tents. Jacob didn't know about the theft. In zeal, he declared a curse. With whomever you find your gods, that person shall not live. Unwitting words, heavy with consequence. Laban searched Jacob's tent, Leah's tent, the servants' tents. He entered Rachel's. She had hidden the teraphim in the saddle of a camel and sat on them. Forgive me, my lord, she said. The way of women is upon me. I cannot rise. So he did not find them. Idols concealed beneath a claim of uncleanness. Hidden gods, hidden guilt, hidden fracture in the covenant house. This was more than family tension. It was spiritual compromise laid bare. The heir of promise had lived too long among foreign gods and foreign practices. The shepherd who profited from Jacob now bowed to teraphim and divination. And inside Jacob's own tent, the idols were carried along, smuggled under the saddle. Yet God intervened. He restrained Laban, shielded the heir, and moved the family onward. But Jacob's curse still hung in the air, and years later, on the road from Bethel, Rachel died in childbirth. His beloved wife buried on the way to Bethlehem. The rash words came true. Just as Jephthah's vow would cost his daughter, Jacob's unwitting curse fell on his own house. This is the brutal responsibility ethic of covenant life. Leah remained Jacob's wife, though he had been deceived. Rachel bore the cost of hidden idols, though Jacob did not know. God is faithful, but he does not erase the weight of covenant choices. Prophecy is speaking here. Hidden idolatry within the covenant people foreshadows Israel's later syncretism, the gods in the camp that must be purged. Unwitting curse became a future sorrow, Rachel's death on the road. Divine restraint of a hostile power prefigures how God will guard his people in exile until he calls them to cleanse their house and return to holy ground. The idols went undetected that day, but God does not forget. At Bethel, the household will be summoned to bury their hidden gods, because the covenant cannot share space with rivals.